Pembroke Pines city leaders in Broward County are warning residents of cell phone dangers.
For the past 5 years, in fact, we've been looking at, along with the World Health Organization, the FCC, and International Health and Cancer Group.
We walk and talk, text and send. For billions of people, cell phones have just become a habit, and without them,
I'd be useless.
2 summers ago, when the World Health Organization found no conclusive link between cell phone radiation and brain tumors, the Contact 5 investigators were skeptical, and so was local neurosurgeon Charles Theophilus.
10-year data has just come out. But over a long-term period, continuous exposure to radiation does increase your risk of primary brain tumor.
Androids, when they sleep, this Samsung Galaxy S9, it's very safe. iPhones, when they sleep, they go mental. They go mental. Multi-field EMF meter by 10 Mars. RF strength 50 to 3.5 gigahertz. So we got a magnetic field of 0.06.
That shows that.
Got 6 volts per meter, and you got an RF strength between 800 and 1,000 up in this room. And you do not want to be putting your smartphone near your body. It goes straight up red.
This is Channels Television's breaking news.
A WHO expert warns that the coronavirus outbreak is just beginning. And if the coronavirus is left unchecked,
60% of the world could be infected.
The consequences of reopening. The Centers for Disease Control estimate predicts the daily coronavirus death toll in the United States might hit 3,000 by early June. That is well above the current level of about 1,750 deaths per day.
This is SARS-CoV-2. It belongs to the family of coronaviruses. SARS-CoV-2 can cause COVID-19, a contagious viral infection that attacks primarily your throat and lungs. The coronavirus must infect living cells in order to reproduce. Both a typical influenza virus and the new coronavirus use their spikes like a key to get inside a cell in your body, where it takes over the cell's internal machinery, repurposing it to build the components of new viruses. It can directly access parts of the host cell. The inflammation can cause your alveoli to fill with fluid, making it difficult for your body to get the oxygen it needs. You could develop lobar pneumonia, where one lobe of your lungs is affected, or you could have bronchopneumonia that affects many areas of both lungs. Pneumonia may cause difficulty breathing, chest pain, coughing, fever, and chills. Stay home if you can, to protect the most vulnerable. And don't forget to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, and as often as possible.
Personal technology is ushering in a new era of healthcare, fundamentally changing how and where medical decisions are made and treatment is rendered through a combination of wearable health monitor technologies, telemedicine, home diagnosis, and even pop-up retail settings. Healthcare providers have begun to recognize the importance of treating patients remotely. In 2014, $2.3 billion was raised for digital health startups, and between 2011 and 2014, $1.9 billion in capital was raised for companies aiming to use predictive analytics. By 2018, 70% of healthcare organizations are expected to invest in medical mobile app, with an estimated spend of $1.5 trillion on wearable health monitor technologies and mobile app.
A miracle gift for a local teenage boy. Jamarian Stiles has no arms, but is a rising star on the drums. Now, thanks to a group of students at the University of Florida, he can perfect his skills with prosthetic arms.
Jamarian Stiles is not the type of teen who gives up easily.
I came in here and I played the drums, and I didn't know how to play, and then I started teaching myself, and then I learned.
Because of a partnership with the University of Florida's Generational Relief and Prosthetics program,
using these adjustable screws here on both sides to position the drumstick.
Thank you, Dr. Axelrod. I'm going to talk with you this evening about cell phones, the hidden truth. So I ended up, at the end of the Secret History of the War on Cancer, writing about the world's largest study ever done on cell phone radiation in a population, the Danish Cancer Society study. And that study, of course, finds no risk associated with cell phones and brain cancer, as in fact most studies find no risk associated with cell phones and brain cancer. Well, I'm going to show you why, in fact, we don't have such a clean bill of health for cell phones today, and also tell you that there are simple things you can do to protect yourself. We are not telling you to stop using cell phones because that would be ridiculous. We're telling you to use them in a more sensible manner. How to protect your family? Use a speakerphone, use an earpiece, do not keep the phone on the body. Avoid using it in areas where the signal's weak. And of course, limit children's use of phones. These precautions can also be found on the FCC and FDA and ACS websites, but they say there's really no reason to take precautions. But if you want to reduce your exposure, here's how you can do it.